It sure is beautiful here, Walter.
I told you, dear, there's no finer place to be in winter than the North Woods. And no finer hosts than my dear colleagues from university days.
Oh,
I hear stirring. I guess they've woken from their nap.
oh, Walter, Marguerite. Forgive us for being late to the dinner hour. We only meant to lie down for a moment.
Word of advice, beware when you lay on a feather bed at twilight's glow.
Do I hear the gentle laugh of my lover? Guess I apologize. What started as a short winter's catnap accidentally turned into a full-fledged session of lovemaking.
Foreplay begins with tongue flicks and finger strokes.
Quickly accelerating to Polynesian soul kisses and gyrating haunches.
I told my lover guests are waiting downstairs hearthside, but he would none of it.
No.
He insisted on a full 91 minutes of afterplay, leaving parts raw from overuse.
Charming. You'll never meet two people more in love than Roger and Virginia. They always smell like they've just made love.
Yeah, it seems that way.
May I pour brandy spiced with
Delightful,
cinnamon?
delightful.
Wonderful.
Then it's settled 4 brandies. So, Walter, Marguerite, tell me, how is your lovemaking?
Oh, delicious.
Walter?
Marguerite appears confident and self-possessed, yet she needs much gentle coaxing. The first time we made love was on St. Crispin's Day. We'd been colleagues for 3 months, and I invited her to my home in the off-campus faculty quarters, ostensibly to discuss the lost gold of Tutankhamun.
Of course.
After consuming nearly 3 pounds of pate and other spreadable meats, she whispered in my ear, her breath rich, with a heady scent of goose liver, that she desired to make love. I will tell you that though she was willing, she made not a peep throughout our entire love-making session.
Walter, what are you telling them this for?
Yes, Marguerite was silent as the tomb of Tutankhamun himself, yet her face contorted in a grinning rictus of pleasure throughout. Really, she made more expressions than Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura.
I cannot believe you are telling them this.
What?
Fear not, Marguerite. I remember the first time Virginia and I made love. I cried out with such gusto that a neighbor reported a gay slaying was being committed.
Yes, the policeman received quite a surprise when he caught us in flagrante delicto.
And your glistening body was flagrantly delectable.
Well, tomorrow we shall start your weekend activities with a trek up to Sheffield's Notch by snowshoe.
Oh, that sounds fun. At least we'll all be bundled up and fully clothed, right?
No. Walter, when you're done with your brandy, we must all move on to Chapareñas.
What's so funny?
You see, when we finished university, we took a trip down to Rio de Janeiro to study the Yanomami tribe.
Yes. The time was February, which, as everyone knows, is Carnival. As midnight approached, we found ourselves on the beach drinking the local specialty, the Capareña.
Made with a cane liqueur known as cachaca.
Drums pounded as the locals indulged in handfuls of sumptuous pork loin roasted on wood fires.
I tell you, Marguerite, the drum beat possessed my soul as I smeared myself with pork grease, fashioned a crude thong out of my adult-size Hanes underwear, and danced like my ancient tribal ancestors.
Let it be known that I, too, fashioned a crude homemade thong.
Yes?
Oh, Walter, don't tell me.
Bingo. Homemade thong.
As the drums continued to pound.
Bodies commingled.
Until I knew not where I ended and others began.
And then, right there on the beach, we took part in the ancient and sacred love ritual known as Waxanico, or circle yank.
Twould be the first of many.
All right, you know what? That's it.
Hi.
I'm leaving.
Hey.
Lover, what?
You know what? Don't lover me.
But we have dinner.
No, you know,
Yes.
I don't think I'm ever gonna eat again now that I've pictured the three of you on a beach with tidy whitey shoved up your sandy cracks. Thanks.
Lover, wait. I've chosen yet another feisty and tempestuous lover. I must chase after her, for she is my ride.
Goodbye, Walter.
As ever, as ever.
He really needs to invest in his own vehicle.
Roger, Marguerite's fiery temper and talk of waxanicos
Yes.
has made me again yearn for my lover's touch.
Oh, my lover is insatiable. Come, let us make winter's love.
Do you think your back will be okay?
Definitely. The exercises have really been helping.
Oh, lover.
Ow, my back.
But what?
My back.
But I thought you said the exercises were
Well, they're not! Now get the hell off me!
Virginia, these cookies are delicious. Is that anise that I taste in there?
The licorice flavor you taste is from a spice known as anise.
Yeah, that's what I said. Anise.
Quick! I hear the car of my lover. His Subaru has pulled up the driveway. Everyone to your hiding areas. Be swift! Be swift!
Hello, Virginia. I rented Sister Act. Oh, what a splendid surprise.
Happy 47th birthday, lover.
Wonderful.
Have I pleased you, lover?
Indeed. Look who's here. My colleagues, the teaching assistants. And that Asian man from the library. I'm indeed a rich, rich man. And dare not I forget you, Virginia, my companion, my confidant, my lover.
Hold soft, lover. Another surprise awaits.
No, but I have all a man could ask for. What do you have for me next? Sweet cherry wine?
The surprise guest has been hiding in the laundry room and waiting for the appropriate signal. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
Oh no! It can't be my dearest friend from university, John Wellingsley. John.
Happy 47th birthday, Roger.
John and Roger were roommates at university.
Yes.
We started an improvisational comedy troupe together.
Yes.
Yes, they called themselves Tequila Mockingbird.
Do you get it, everyone? Tequila Mockingbird.
Yeah, we get it.
Wonderful.
So, John, I see you still walk with a cane.
Yes, I still walk with Cain's aid.
And tell us, John, do you still have night frights concerning your fall?
Does she mean nightmares?
Yes, even though the incident took place over 2 decades hence, I'm still plagued by night frights.
Yeah, I think they mean nightmares.
Please, all, gather close to hear the tale of my leg injury.
Yes. Gather close. Gather closer. Gather.
Gather close.
Don't be shy.
One summer, myself, Virginia, and my former roommate, Roger, were traveling by bicycle through the Irish countryside when we stopped by the cliffs of Shaughnessy for a picnic of pickled eggs and sausages.
The Cliffs of Shaughnessy is our most favorite spot for out-of-doors lovemaking in all of Europe. Roger and I wasted no time eagerly spreading out on the dewy grass to commence the act of lovemaking immediately.
Methinks I heard the Celtic druids laugh with pleasure not once, but twice.
Being sans lover, I crossed the meadow to give Raj and Verge their privacy. But the sight of their roiling, convulsing bodies against the emerald hills turned my thoughts to onanism.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can all imagine what came next. I began to play with my balls.
Self-pleasure, the lost art.
My ministrations were glorious, such that at the height of my pleasure I lost my footing on the dewy grass and plummeted 80 feet to the rocky crag below.
At first, we mistook his cries of pain for moans of pleasure and did not seek medical attention until the next morning.
Though my leg was forever disfigured, that incident is the greatest achievement of my life. The free fall release.
Please, all, gather at the dining hut, where you'll find all of Roger's favorite foods. Succulent hams, spiced lamb shanks, roast goose, and Grecian moussaka.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Each piece of food intended for my lover's tongue has been tenderly handled over and over again by my deft and flickering fingers.
Friends, Asian man from the library. Gather to watch as my lover hand feeds me.
I gotta get in on this.
Please, John.
You know what? I think we're just gonna take off here.
We're good. Thank you so much. Happy birthday now.
People are leaving.
See you soon. Bye.
Would you two like to be alone?
No, nonsense. The party's just beginning.
We're going to make birthday love.
It would mean so much if you will watch.
I would be honored.
To the hot tub, then.
As long as it's not too high up.
Come, lover. Carry me possum-like into the night.
Ow, my back.
What?
You know I have a bad back.
But I thought maybe
Well, you thought wrong. Get the hell off me.
Damn you, Virginia!
Well, he said the room will be ready in about 15 minutes.
Great. That was a long drive, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hello. Excuse me. I was wondering, is there room for 2 more lovers at Hearth's Edge?
I'm sorry?
May we join you at Hearth's Edge?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're just waiting for our room, so. Please, yeah.
Oh, forgive me. My name is Professor Roger Clavin.
Hello.
And this is my wife, Professor Virginia Clavin.
Hello.
I'm Mike. This is Julie.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah.
Hello.
Nothing caps off a day of skiing better than a warm fire, a cup of mulled wine, and the heat projected from my lover's loin space.
Nature hath no hotter furnace, eh, lover?
So, the skiing was good? Oh, exquisite. Tell me, have you in the Bear Claw Lodge before?
No, we haven't. This is our first time.
Oh, my lover and I frequent Bear Claw Lodge during cold months. We find the four-poster beds, downy pillows, and wide availability of adult cable channels absolutely perfect for winter lovemaking.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, and you mustn't miss the highlight of Bear Claw Lodge. The proprietor, William Mark Jasper's Midnight Roast Goose Fondue.
Oh, yes.
We read that in the brochure
Yeah,
on the way
we
out
did.
here.
Roger, Virginia.
William Mark!
Oh. Are you telling my new guests about the Midnight Feast?
Indeed!
Oh, it's quite special. On Saturday midnight, we all gather here at Hearthspace and wait eagerly to dip hunks of goose meat into sputtering pots of hot oil. With bellies engorged, guests trundle up to their respective rooms.
They do.
The goose fat shining off their faces, serving to lubricate hot lovers' kisses.
When I see the savory juices run down my lover's chin and through his pasture of chest hair, my tongue anticipates the delicious mixture of chest hair, chin sweat, and goose juice. Do you think our room is ready?
I would think.
Any
it's
minute
fine.
now, you'll be staying in the Red Maple Room.
The Red Maple Room!
What's so funny?
We are in the White Birch Suite.
I don't get it.
You have the only two adjoining rooms in the inn.
Yeah. Luckily, you shan't need for a wake-up call. For Virginia and I always engage in morning lovemaking, and I climax very loudly at exactly 7 a.m. each morning.
Oh, wow. Are there other inns in the area?
No.
You know, I met Roger and Virginia on the slopes 20 years ago.
Oh, is that our room key?
I was playing the banjo in one of the local taverns, and I must confess I was slightly tipsy, for I'd had more than my share of Cointreau.
Ah, sweet Cointreau.
A young woman approached me dressed in an elven cloak, speaking in a British accent.
I was into role-playing at the time.
She asked me if I would play banjo for her in privacy. We came back to a room at this very inn.
Yes, we did.
And the flickerings of my fingers soon wandered from the curves of the banjo to the curves of Virginia's nubile body.
His fingering was expert.
All the while, I sat in a broke-down Subaru, dressed in a wizard's costume, waiting for a tow truck to bring a new fan belt.
When Roger finally arrived in his wizard's costume, he joined in with such gusto that the Red Maple Room never smelled quite the same.
You know what? I think we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Hojo's back about 2 hours.
Nonsense!
No!
The weary lovers deserve to dip in our hot, soothing hot tub.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, a hot tub does sound nice.
Yes,
Yes.
that sounds
Yes.
great.
We just climbed out of it ourselves.
Sorry about all the hair. Come here, lover. Let me make love to you at Hearth's Edge.
Oh, you're a most adventurous lover, Roger.
Yeah.
I'm on fire.
Oh,
I'm on fire.
oh, lover, so
No,
am I.
I'm actually on fire. Are you stupid? Get the hell